Let me ask you something. What if the worst thing you've ever been through, what if that was actually the key to unlocking your greatest power? Sounds kind of crazy, right? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to get into. We're talking about that transformation, how you can break those chains of doubt and finally begin your ascent. And look, this right here, this is not just some feel-good quote you scroll past. No way. This is a command. It's a decision you make right now. We're kicking things off with this because honestly, everything else we're about to talk about, it's all built on this one single powerful choice.
So when we say rise, what are we even rising for? I'll tell you what it's not. It's not for an average life. It's not about just, getting by. We're talking about a life of fire, a life that you're meant to truly, deeply live.
Yeah, this is the vision. Think about it. Life isn't supposed to be some boring walk down a gray hallway, right? No, it's meant to be a dance, a firework, a total storm of joy and courage and creation. We're talking about a life that's just bursting with passion and energy, a life where you actually leave your mark on the world.
And this is the absolute core truth. You've got to get this. You are not born to be defeated. You're born to shine, to rise, to roar. Greatness isn't something you have to go out and earn. It's already inside you. It's who you are. Getting defeated, that's just an event. It is not, and I mean not, your identity. Your birthright is to be a force of nature, period.
Okay. I know what you might be thinking. That all sounds amazing, right? A life of fire, roaring. But let's get real for a second. Life is hard. Life has pain. It has struggle. And for a lot of you listening right now, that's the reality. So, the big question is, what do we do with that pain?
Maybe right now you feel broken, and that is a real heavy feeling. It doesn't matter if it's from a dream that got shattered or a heart that got broken, it's real.
Or maybe you feel like a failure. You bombed that test, you lost that job, you feel like you let someone down, and that feeling is just crushing.
Maybe you feel like you're literally drowning in disappointment, just caught in this ocean of setbacks with no land in sight. I get it. But, and this is a big but, here's where we make the pivot.
See, we've all been sold this giant lie our whole lives. The old story, the one everyone tells you, is that pain is your enemy, that failure is the end of the road. But that is not the truth. The new truth, the warrior's truth, is completely different. Pain isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. And failure is not the end. It is the fuel for your comeback.
And look, you don't have to just take my word for it. Let's look at the proof. History is literally packed with giants, with legends, who were forged in the exact same fires of pain and failure we're talking about right now.
Let's kick things off with a guy you might have heard of, Abraham Lincoln. This man's life was just one failure after another. He failed in business. He lost election after election. For decades, he was defined by rejection and loss. But here's the thing. He refused to let those setbacks be the end of his story. He just kept getting back up. And his comeback, well, it literally changed the world.
Or how about Thomas Edison? Get this. His teachers literally said he was too stupid to learn anything. And then he goes on to fail, 10,000 times trying to invent the light bulb? But his whole perspective was different. He didn't see them as failures. He saw them as 10,000 steps on the path to the solution. That shift in mindset, wow, that's everything. And then you've got Steve Jobs. Seriously, can you even imagine the humiliation? You create this company, Apple, it's your baby, and then they fire you, they kick you out. Most people, they would have just crawled into a hole and disappeared. Not him. He used that massive rejection as fuel, went off and created more amazing things, and then came back to Apple and turned it into the giant it is today. And the list just goes on and on. Oprah Winfrey, born into poverty, abused, told she wasn't fit for TV. Nelson Mandela, locked away in prison for 27 years. Malala Yousafzai, shot in the head just for wanting an education. Look at the fall for each of them. Poverty, prison, violence. But then look at the rise. In every single case, the comeback was bigger than the setback. Their pain wasn't an obstacle that held them back. It became the very platform they launched from. All right, so we've seen how these giants did it. We've seen the proof. Now, let's bring it all back home. It's time to stop looking out there and turn the focus inward, because this whole thing, it was never just about them. This is about you.
And if you take away only one thing from all those stories, let it be this. The world's greatest people, they aren't the ones who never fell. No way. They are the ones who fell 1,000 times and got back up 1,001 times. Greatness isn't about avoiding the fall. Greatness is the getting up. That resilience, that's the real superpower.
So right now, let's just tear down the lies that society, that maybe even you, have been telling yourself. You are not average. You are not ordinary. You are not just another number. You hear me? Those are just cages built to keep you small. And today is the day you break out. Those labels are not your truth.
I need you to really hear this. Inside of you is the exact same fire, the same strength, the same magic that was in every single one of those people we talked about. The only difference, the only one, is that they chose to believe in it. That's it. That was the secret sauce. And now, that exact same choice is sitting right in front of you.
All right, so we've got the mindset down. We've seen the proof in the real world. Now let's get practical. It's time to turn all this motivation into an actual map. So, how do you actually start your ascent?
Here it is. This isn't just a wish list. This is your game plan. Your 6 steps to greatness. Number 1, you gotta believe in yourself. It all starts there. 2, work harder than anyone else is willing to. 3, fail forward. Every stumble is a lesson. 4, surround yourself with greatness. You are who you hang with. 5, dream big but act even bigger. And finally, number 6, the rule that holds it all together. Never quit. Okay? This right here, this is your new mantra. I want you to say it. Feel it in your bones. I am not my failures. I am not my mistakes. I am not my pain. Your identity isn't the struggle. Your identity is the incredible strength you've already shown just by getting through it. You are a warrior. Simple, direct, and 100% true. Say it. I am powerful. This is the core belief. This is the engine that's going to fuel every single step you take from here on out. It's the promise you make to yourself. And that promise is this: I will not be broken. I will not be stopped. It's a declaration to the world and, more importantly, to yourself, that no matter what life throws your way, your will to rise is stronger. Your spirit is unbreakable.
So, here we are. Your story, it's being written right now, in this very moment, with every choice you make. All that pain you've been through, it can either be a footnote at the bottom of the page, or it can be the epic first chapter of a legendary comeback story. The pen is in your hand. So I'll leave you with this. The world remembers legends. What will it remember about you?